Hey, this is Matt. Once again, we're about to another video, and this is a paid request for Toby. Thank you so much for that. For those interested, request in any type of videos, topics, commentaries, reviews, re-reviews, thoughts, streams, video game playthroughs, whatever the case may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal. I do have a CashApp as well. Links are down below in the info box. I will get to it as soon as I possibly can. Thank you. And this time it is of the 2022 film Pearl, which I don't know why the hell this film was made, to be honest. It's part of the Ty West trilogy of films. You had X, you had Pearl, which is a prequel, and then you had MaXXXine, which is a sequel. Which is probably one of the more under the radar trilogies in forever. X, because they cost nothing to make and they make like $10-15 million, so it's still profitable. But X I did not like, unless it's X go to give it to you, because it's okay. Takes place in the 70s. Daughter of a preacher man goes with a group to film a porn. They go to some place in the middle of nowhere where they decide, oh, here's these old people, we're going to film in their barn. Which I think was weird in the first place, because I'd rather just be completely in the middle of nowhere. Or, I don't know, get a tent and go around and just film it there. I don't know. It's a porn. You can film it anywhere. They even film in some motel room at times. But either way, because some 80-year-old grandma couldn't get her pussy wet because her husband couldn't get it hard because he couldn't put the banana in the tailpipe because he was a noodle, because when the old lady shot, dust came out because her social security number was 1. She couldn't get laid, so she goes on a killing spree. Attack to the 80-year-old grandma, where Mia Goth plays the lead girl and the grandma, which I thought was weird, because it's just, you could tell it's a younger person and a ton of makeup, instead of just having an old person, because it's not like old people don't exist. Maybe not for long, but they still exist for now. And I don't think the kills were that much. Some were okay, better than others. They have a whole thing with a gator. They just it reminded me of Toby Hooper's Eaten Alive, which I would say I like that more than X. Listen, if people like X, that's fine. If it was XXX, Triple X, she liked that movie Triple X. And I like Triple X movies, well, depending on, so. Unless they're State of the Union or The Return of Xander Cage, then I don't like them. But, was it for me? Now, MaXXXine, which is a sequel to X, and technically a sequel to this, which takes place in the 80s, I liked it. I liked the style. I thought Mia Goth did a really good job in that. I liked her spunky attitude. Yeah, there's some really cringe death scenes, just not a whole lot though. But the soundtrack was really good. It's just the ending was a bit of a wet fart. The ending was just kind of like, really? That's it with the ending? Like, huh? The ending, they dropped the ball. It wasn't downbeat. It wasn't any of that sort. It's just, really? That's what it was working up to? It could have been done a lot better. But overall, I did like MaXXXine. So yes, one of those A24 films I like. Just, I believe these films were released by A24. Everything Everywhere All at Once I liked. The Iron Claw I liked. Uncut Gems I liked. The Disaster Artist I liked. But a lot of times when they release horror films, then they do like It Comes at Night and Hereditary and Midsommar, and then they do Beau is Afraid, and whether they did or didn't, they feel like them. I think most of the one I said they did. And yes, I know they're just a company that releases it. They don't actually make the films, but somebody says they do A24, I went, it makes my ass itch. Okay, and I scratch it and wash my hands and come back and do the fucking video. And Pearl is another one of those movies where I did not give a rat's ass about this film. Again, you can't see just say I liked MaXXXine. I mean, did I like this better or worse than X? I don't know. Because this one just felt more pointless than anything. It's a prequel where we know where this character is going to be trajectory-wise. That's the problem with a lot of prequels. Granted, there are exceptions where you could be entertained with the product at hand, but a lot of times it's like, well, we know where it's going. We know Pearl is going to be a killer. We know she's going to be a psychopath. We know she's not going to die. We know her husband's not going to die because they're in X. But I'm watching this and going, is this really a story that was worth telling? If it is for you, good. I'm glad. I totally did my own opinion. And I didn't think it was a story worth a shit to tell about the origin of Pearl. Mia Goth, I hated her performance. It takes place in 1918. She lives in the middle of nowhere, because that's the place in X. Her parents are German immigrants. One is the strict mother who's a bitch and pounds on the lead character emotionally. We've seen that multiple times before, and in my opinion, done better in a lot of movies. And we have the father who he can't move. Not only is he's paralyzed, but literally he can't move, he can't do anything. Now, they're German immigrants, but Pearl, for some reason, has a southern accent. And I'm sitting there going, so wait, her parents are German. She grew up, obviously, with these parents, was raised by them, but she has no German accent. I don't know if there's a bit of the story that told why the hell that was, but if you could explain it, feel free. What did I miss? I'm sure I missed something. Feel free to educate me. I'm not perfect. I'm far, far from perfect. I just don't understand why you have these two very, well, the dad don't talk, but the mom's very, very German. Ready to her go, hold on! Like Hogan's Heroes, not like Hulk Hogan. It's that Ultimate Warrior. Hulk Hogan. Pearl going to go to the cockpit. Hulk Hogan. Take the controls, Pearl, you bitch. Put in a nosedive up the alligator's ass. Pearl, you bitch. I wish Ultimate Warrior was in this. Just fucking up everybody. Including the alligator. Just let the alligator just drop it right behind him. And then next time you see the alligator, he's got a neck brace because he broke his neck. But anyway, why is she has a German mother, but she sounds like Simple Jack? I swear to God, when I heard her accent, I thought she was like Ben Stiller as Simple Jack at Drop of Thunder. She just needed to stutter. Pa-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa. How's it going? I've been bad. So maybe not exactly like Simple Jack, but like that tone of Southern, she just needed the stutter. Today, Junior. And she just sounded goofy with that Southern accent. How's it going, buddy? And we know she's psycho because she kills a goose, poor goose, and fed it to the gator. But I guess the goose was lucky because it only lasted 10 minutes in this movie while I had to watch the rest of the fucking movie. By the way, it doesn't explain how she got the gator. As a prequel, you would think, okay, there's going to be some origin of how she got the gator and how it got over there and how she raised it. What, was she like Betty White in Lake Placid or something? No. It's just the gator's there. She feeds it. You only see the gator like one or two more times when she needs to clean stuff. Or, well, one she almost puts her dad in, but she doesn't. And the other, she has to clean up some evidence. I'll put it that way. there's a Spanish flu going around, so people are wearing masks. Now, granted, this came out in 2022, so I don't know if the director was also trying to make a motif about the pandemic and people wearing masks and that whole thing. Or he just put it in there because, lo and behold, it's 1918 and this is just an event that's happening. I just think it's convenient that he does that, having people wear masks in 2022 where a lot of people had to wear masks. Maybe that's just me. Or at least when this was being made. Anyway, Pearl, she wants to be a star. Her mom tells her no. You're getting out of your responsibilities. We can't have that. Does you need to be here to take care of your dad? But she really wants to be a star. And we know she's psycho, like I said, because she kills a goose and feeds it to the gator. Or she'll take a bath, and there's her dad who can't do anything, so she'll like dig into his finger or kind of choke on him. When she goes out, she goes to the movies, and she meets this projectionist who she immediately has the hots for, even though she has a husband who is overseas fighting the war. I heard about this from my friend Michael Keane, the Choice Voicer. If you're watching, you know what I'm going to say. Because he started out as a reviewer with that. But I had to work up to it. She goes home and she sees a scarecrow. And then she thinks of the projectionist. So she fucks the scarecrow. Makes out with it. Kisses it. I know it's supposed to be this deep meaning about her sexual non-awareness, or maybe too awareness, where her husband's away and she's all alone and she's psycho as anyway, and she didn't make it with that guy, so she's visualizing the guy, and then she, to show all crazy and how sexually repressed she is. I'm just seeing a girl fuck a scarecrow and go, this is stupid. This is fucking stupid. It's dumb. Okay, it's not like I never watched Wizard of Oz and said, oh, I wonder how the scarecrow gets laid. Well, if he wishes he had Pearl there, because he would have gotten laid. Hope she don't get any straw in the bush, because you have to clear it away, kind of like, when you eat and you get stuff in your beard. Does she have to get straw out of her bush? Or did one go up her snatch? Hopefully not. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe the straw plays with the clitty a bit much. I don't know. I never tried it. I don't have one, and I'm not going to ask a lady if they ever tried it. Because why would anyone want to fuck a scarecrow? Well, because she's crazy. She's crazy. She fucks a scarecrow. I was surprised with this kind of movie. She didn't take the pitchfork, use it as a strap on, put the scarecrow, bend it over, and fuck it in the ass. Or in the straw. Or wherever the hell you put it. In the straw ass. Talk about a straw man argument. I'm like, this is fucking stupid, okay? It's like these movies do this stupid shit like Beau's Afraid, we got penis monsters, Hereditary, we got people with a Burger King crown, Midsommar, a person jumps off to their deaths, and instead of talking about that, we spend 5 minutes talking about a fucking term paper. Like, people in these movies, don't, here at least, they say she's psycho, so at least that you're not supposed to make sense of a psycho person. So at least there's a reason here. I'll give the movie that. I'll give the movie that over the ones I mentioned. Is the way it's filmed, I didn't mind it. Because it's trying to make like a film back to the day. Even the title sequence and the end title sequence, where the way it plays with the film and the focus, like the way the end titles happen. There's a certain person looking a certain way, and it stays on it, and it kind of goes, the stream blackness more and more, like you would see in older films back in the day. I didn't mind some of the style. But I did not care about the characters. I did not care about the story. It depends how interesting you find Pearl. If you found Pearl an very interesting, very intriguing, and you want to see her beginnings, this is the film for people. I didn't give a shit about her in X. I gave less of a shit about her in this. I don't think she was that interesting. Okay, she wants to be a star. We know where this is going, so it's not a big surprise. She's pretty psycho by the start of it. Again, within 10 minutes, she kills a goose and feeds it to a deer. So she's psycho to begin with. So it's not like this build-up of her becoming psychotic. She's just psychotic from the beginning. She has fights with her mom. She talks with projectionist, and you tell he just wants to get laid, but he's like, oh, you'll be a good star. I think you could make it. Oh, I want to go to this audition, because her sister-in-law, who's wealthy, comes by and mentions, hey, there's an audition for like a dance troupe, possibly be in films, but at least part of a dance troupe. She wants to audition, but she knows her mom's going to say no, and then she's got to stay take care of her dad, and she mentions, oh, if only they would just die. So, of course, you know where it's going. After this bit where she imagines her husband coming home and exploding while she crushes an egg, pretty much she wishes everybody she knew was gone. She was by herself. But then it's weird, like she wants to be by herself, but then when the projectionist decides to leave, she feels abandoned, so then she kills him. But then it's like she wants to be by herself anyway, so no one could drag her down, but that's why she imagines her husband dying and exploding when she crushes an egg. But then, whatever. You're not supposed to make sense of a crazy person, because that's why they're crazy. She has a fight with her mom. During the fight, the mom catches on fire. She throws some boiling water to put the fire out, but the mom dies, puts her in the basement. Her dad, she suffocates with a pillowcase. She goes to the projectionist. She has sex with him. He takes her back home. He knows that something's up. Hey, this is a bit weird. I'm going to leave. And then she's like, okay, he's leaving. But then she's like, you're going to ruin everything. And I'm like, but he's leaving. Like, this is what you want. Otherwise, you'd wait for your fucking husband to, whatever. We just need another body. We need another bit in the death count. So she stabs him with a pitchfork. She goes to audition. She fails the audition because they want someone who's more blonde and more, I don't know, slutty looking. I don't know, maybe she could suck dick good. I don't know. Maybe she should try that out. The sister-in-law comes by, and then Pearl tells her everything. So, of course, sister-in-law freaks out. Mia Goth chases her, Goth, not Golf. Mia Goth chases her with an axe. Does a Lizzie Borden on her. There's a little bit of the direction where there's like a, not a split screen, but kind of like a mirror. Like this and this mirror each other, part of the screen that shows her chopping the pieces up, giving it to the gator, and taking the parents, propping them at the dinner. So when the husband comes home, he sees the mom and dad dead at the table, and there's Pearl going, so happy you're home. And then the credits play as the screen goes like this, as she's like still trying to smile, and which then leads to the question, this husband's name is Howard. That's the name of the guy in X, Howard, who was the husband, who couldn't get it up, which led to her going crazy. Well, crazy again. So, you mean to tell me that he comes home and sees two dead parents and obviously a crazy as fuck wife, and he thinks, I think I can make this work and stay with the bitch? I mean, he's a soldier. I think you'd take her out. And he had his shit, including a gun. So it's not like he could, couldn't take her. I'd like to know what the hell that conversation was afterward. Here's this crazy bitch who murdered not only a mom and dad, but eventually you would find out a sister-in-law and this other guy, and then you would think, well, I wonder when she's going to murder me. Oh, I better punch her in the face and get the fuck out. Or stab her in the face, or shoot her in the face, or splooge on her face, or put a dick in her face, or put a foot in the ass, pull it out and put her in her face, because she's a shithead. Do any of all the above. How about them apples? But no, I guess he's like, oh well, shit happens. I was from the war. So you never learn anything about the husband, other than he was in the war. Pearl, she wanted to be a star. She failed an audition, so she killed everybody. Film came out, made maybe 10 million. I just don't know if people really gave a... I mean, did people really give a flying fuck about this movie? And I'm sitting there going, you know what? I could just watch Maniac from 1980 if I want to see... Or Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. Or multiple upon multiple films about some twisted teen shit fuck. Or Twisted Bitch. Or List of the Twisted Sisters. Or whatever the hell. Pearl, more like a piece of coal that I won't shove on my ass, clench it, and with a twist get a diamond. If people love Pearl, that's fine. Have a pearl in the sea. Be my guest. People love it, that's cool. But I'm just sitting there going, I don't care about the story. I mean, the depth of her character, it was pretty much the information you knew in X. She wanted to be a star, she couldn't be a star, she feels trapped, she hates that she feels trapped. That's all you find out in this one. Oh, she had a bitchy mom. Okay, well that's typical. Did we find out how she got the gator in the first place? No, the gator's there already. So, we know she loves scarecrows. And to fuck scarecrows, I guess that's the thing to know now. Thank you for the bucket list that I won't do. Sorry, screwing scarecrows ain't in my, on my catalog of checklists to do. I don't know why this was even made. I think you could just skip this and just go to MaXXXine. Which I think was more entertaining movie. About what was going on in the 80s and if someone wants to be a star, but again, I thought just much more interestingly character and attitude. How she's doing adult films and she wants to do more legitimate films now and that whole backdrop. This just wasn't for me. So if it was for you, cool, but oh well. Thanks for watching. Take care. And when you walk home, don't be fucking any scarecrows. Or at least get their permission. Get their consent. Come on. It's 2025. Hashtag scarecrows need consent too. God damn it. Stop picking their straw and shoving up your snatch. You used to ask first. Well, next time I see the scarecrow, the wonder he did return to Oz. He's too busy trying to find this woman to fuck. Anyway, see you guys later. Fucking scarecrows, literally. Yay. Fucking hell.